Once upon a time, in a sunny land far, far away, lived a girl named Mary. This wasn't just any girl. She was born in Australia, a big country known for its beautiful beaches and unique animals like kangaroos. Mary Donaldson, as she was known then, lived a normal life. She went to school, played with her friends, and worked hard at her job. She had no idea that her life was about to change in the most magical way. She was smart and kind, and she loved spending time with her family and exploring the world. Her story shows that sometimes the most amazing adventures happen when you least expect them. Mary grew up in a lovely city called Hobart in Tasmania, an island part of Australia. Her childhood was filled with simple joys. She loved sports and being outdoors. She was very good at her studies and went to a university to learn more about business and marketing. After she finished her studies, she started a career and was very successful. She was independent and strong, and people liked her friendly smile. Her parents taught her to be honest and to care for others. These lessons would become very important later in her life, guiding her through a world she never imagined she would be a part of. Her life was happy and full, but destiny had a special plan for her. It was a plan that would take her across the globe to a different country, with a different language and different traditions. It would lead her to a life of palaces, crowns, and royal duties. But even though her future would be grand, Mary would always remember the girl from Australia who loved her family and worked hard for her dreams. This beginning, so ordinary and yet so special, was the perfect start for a journey that would capture the hearts of people all over the world and turn a regular girl into a beloved queen. This story is a bit like a modern fairy tale. It reminds us that you don't have to be born in a castle to have a life full of purpose and wonder. Mary's journey from Australia to the heart of one of Europe's oldest monarchies is truly remarkable. It began not with a royal ball, but during a busy and exciting time when the whole world was watching her home country. Little did she know, a prince from a faraway land was about to walk into her life, and nothing would ever be the same again for either of them. Her adventure was just beginning. The big moment happened in the year 2000. The city of Sydney in Australia was buzzing with excitement. It was hosting the Olympic Games, and people from every corner of the world came to visit. Among the visitors was a handsome young man named Frederick. He wasn't just any tourist. He was the Crown Prince of Denmark, the future king of his country. He was there to support the Danish athletes. One evening he went out with some friends to a cozy pub to relax, and that is where he met Mary. They started talking and quickly became good friends. At first, Mary did not know that Frederick was a prince. He just introduced himself as Fred. They laughed and talked for hours. They discovered they had a lot in common, even though they came from such different worlds. Mary was charmed by his friendly and down-to-earth personality. Frederick was impressed by Mary's intelligence, her warmth, and her beautiful smile. It was a special connection, a spark that felt like it was meant to be. They exchanged phone numbers, and a wonderful friendship began to blossom between the girl from Australia and the prince from Denmark, all starting in a simple Sydney pub. After the Olympics ended, Prince Frederick had to return to Denmark. But he and Mary couldn't forget each other. They started a long-distance romance. They wrote letters, sent emails, and talked on the phone for hours. It was not easy being so far apart. Frederick would secretly fly to Australia to visit Mary, and she would travel to Europe to see him. They had to be very careful so that no one would find out about their special relationship. It was their secret, a precious time when they could get to know each other away from the public eye and build a strong foundation for their future. Slowly, the world started to hear whispers about the Danish prince and his Australian girlfriend. It was a very exciting time. People in both Denmark and Australia were curious about this lovely woman who had captured the heart of their future king. Mary had to learn a lot very quickly. She started to learn the Danish language, which is not easy. She also learned about Danish history and culture. She was preparing for a new life, a life that would be very public and very different from anything she had known before. Her love for Frederick gave her the courage to take this big step. After a few years of dating in secret, Prince Frederick knew he wanted to spend the rest of his life with Mary. He asked her to marry him, and she happily said yes. The news was shared with the whole world. Everyone was so happy for them. In 2004, they had a beautiful wedding in Copenhagen, the capital city of Denmark. Mary wore a stunning white gown and a sparkling tiara. She looked just like a princess from a storybook. On that day, Mary Donaldson from Australia officially became Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mary of Denmark. It was a magical day filled with joy and celebration. For many years, Mary was the Crown Princess. This meant she was learning and preparing for the day when she would become Queen. She worked alongside her husband, Crown Prince Frederik, and his mother, Queen Margrethe II. She travelled all over Denmark and to many other countries, representing her new home. She learned how to give speeches, meet important leaders, and support charities. It was a big job, but she did it with grace and kindness. The people of Denmark grew to love her more and more each year. They saw how dedicated she was to her new role and her new country. Then, in early 2024, a very important moment happened. Queen Margrethe II, who had been the Queen for over 50 years, decided it was time to pass the crown to her son. On a historic day in January, Crown Prince Frederik became His Majesty King Frederik X of Denmark. At that very same moment, Crown Princess Mary became Her Majesty Queen Mary. It was a huge event for the country. Crowds gathered to cheer for their new king and queen. Mary, standing on the palace balcony with her family, looked so proud and ready for her new chapter. Now, as Queen of Denmark, Mary has an even more important role. She stands by her husband, King Frederik, as he leads the country. She is a symbol of strength and hope for the Danish people. Her journey from being a regular girl in Australia to the Queen of Denmark is truly inspiring. It shows that with love, hard work, and a kind heart, anything is possible. Queen Mary continues to be a wonderful role model, showing everyone that a true queen is defined by her kindness and her service to others, not just by the crown she wears on her head. Queen Mary and King Frederik are not just a king and queen. They are also a mum and a dad. They have a wonderful family with 4 lovely children. Their oldest child is Prince Christian. He was born in 2005, and one day he will become the King of Denmark after his father. He is now the Crown Prince, which is a very important title. He is learning all about his future role, just like his father did. He's a tall and handsome young man who enjoys sports and spending time with his friends, while also attending royal events with his parents to prepare for his duties. Next is their oldest daughter, Princess Isabella, who was born in 2007. She is a bright and cheerful princess who is growing up to be a confident young woman. She often joins her family for public appearances, always with a warm smile. Then, in 2011, the family got even bigger when Queen Mary gave birth to twins. They were named Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine. Having twins in the royal family was very exciting news for everyone in Denmark. The twins have brought so much joy and energy to the palace with their playful personalities. Prince Vincent is known for being thoughtful and a little bit quiet, while his twin sister, Princess Josephine, is known for being very lively and bubbly. She often makes people laugh with her funny faces and happy waves during royal events. The 4 children have a close bond with each other and with their parents. King Frederik and Queen Mary try to give them as normal a childhood as possible. They go to regular schools, play sports, and have hobbies just like other children. The family loves to spend time together, whether they are on official duty or just relaxing at home. The royal family works together as a team. The children are slowly being introduced to royal life. You might see them on the palace balcony on special days, like the king's birthday, waving to the crowds below. They are learning from their parents what it means to serve their country. King Frederik and Queen Mary are teaching them the importance of being kind, respectful, and helpful to others. They are raising not just princes and a princess, but also good people who will make Denmark proud. Their family is a beautiful example of love and togetherness. Being a queen is a very busy job. Queen Mary's days are filled with many different tasks and responsibilities. Her work is not just about wearing beautiful gowns and attending fancy parties, though that is a small part of it. Most of her time is spent helping people and representing Denmark. A typical day might start with meetings at the palace. She meets with her team to plan her schedule, read important papers, and prepare for upcoming events. She has to stay informed about what is happening in Denmark and around the world, so she can be a good leader and support her husband, the king. After her morning meetings, Queen Mary might go out to attend an official event. This could be anything from opening a new hospital to visiting a school. She meets people from all walks of life, from little children to elderly citizens. She listens to their stories and shows them that the royal family cares. She might give a speech to encourage people or to bring attention to an important cause. She is the patron of many different charities and organizations. This means she uses her special position to help them raise money and awareness for their good work. Queen Mary is especially passionate about helping children and families. She started her own foundation called the Mary Foundation. This organization works to fight against big problems like bullying, loneliness, and domestic violence. She spends a lot of time working with her foundation, coming up with new projects and ideas to make life better and safer for people. She believes that every person deserves to feel like they belong and are cared for. Her work with the foundation is one of the most important parts of her role as queen, and it is very close to her heart. Even with her busy schedule, Queen Mary always makes time for her family. At the end of the day, she is a mother to 4 children. She helps them with their homework, listens to their stories about school, and enjoys quiet family dinners. She and King Frederick believe that family time is very important. They balance their royal duties with their private life, making sure their children feel loved and supported. Being a queen is a 24-hour job, but Queen Mary handles it with amazing energy, grace, and a deep love for both her family and her country. Living in a palace sounds like something out of a fairy tale, and in many ways it is. The Danish royal family lives in a beautiful palace called Amalienborg in Copenhagen. It's not just one big building, but actually 4 grand palaces that face each other around a large square. The family lives in one of the palaces, while another is used for official guests, and a third is a museum where visitors can see how kings and queens used to live. When the Danish flag is flying high above their palace, it means the king or queen is at home. It's a special signal for everyone in the city. Inside the palace, there are so many magnificent rooms. There are grand halls with sparkling chandeliers, long corridors with beautiful paintings, and cozy living rooms where the family can relax. While some parts of the palace are very formal and used for big events like state dinners, the family's private apartments are much more like a normal home. They have comfortable sofas, family photos on the tables, and even a place for the children to play. King Frederick and Queen Mary have worked hard to create a warm and loving home for their children within the historic palace walls. Of course, living in a palace comes with some fun perks. There are chefs who cook delicious meals and gardeners who take care of the beautiful palace grounds. There are also royal guards who protect the palace. They wear impressive uniforms with tall furry hats, and they march perfectly in front of the palace. Watching the changing of the guard ceremony is a very popular attraction for tourists who visit Copenhagen. Even though they live in such a grand place, the royal children have chores and rules to follow, just like any other family. Life in the palace is a mix of old traditions and modern life. The family might host a formal banquet for a visiting president one night, and the next day they might be having a casual pizza night together. They have computers and televisions, and the children enjoy playing video games. Queen Mary has brought her own style to the palace, mixing modern Danish design with the historic furniture. She has helped make the grand old palace feel like a real home, a place where a family can grow and be happy, surrounded by the history of the country they serve. Queen Mary is known all over the world for her incredible kindness and her big heart. From the very beginning of her royal life, she wanted to do more than just wear a crown. She wanted to make a real difference in people's lives. She has a special talent for making everyone she meets feel important and heard. Whether she is talking to a small child or a world leader, she gives them her full attention and a warm, genuine smile. This kindness is not just for show. It comes from a deep place of caring about others and wanting to help in any way she can. One of the most important ways Queen Mary shows her kindness is through her charity work. She is the patron of many organizations that help people in need. She supports groups that work on health, science, and culture, but her biggest passion is helping those who are vulnerable, especially children and women. She has visited shelters for families who have experienced domestic violence, offering them comfort and support. She has also worked to promote mental health, encouraging people to talk about their feelings and to seek help when they are struggling. She uses her voice to speak for those who cannot always speak for themselves. Her very own charity, the Mary Foundation, is a perfect example of her commitment. She started it in 2007 with the goal of fighting social isolation. The foundation's motto is "Everyone has the right to belong." It runs programs in schools to stop bullying, creating what they call free of bullying kits with teddy bears and educational materials for young children. It also has projects to help people who feel lonely and to support women and children who have escaped violent homes. Queen Mary is very involved in the foundation's work, attending meetings and helping to develop new ideas. People in Denmark often share stories about Queen Mary's personal acts of kindness. They talk about how she stops to talk to people in the crowd, how she kneels down to be at eye level with a child, or how she gives a comforting hug to someone who is sad. These small moments really show her true character. She brings a sense of warmth and compassion to the monarchy. Her work is not just a duty, it is her passion. She truly believes in the power of kindness to change the world, and she leads by example every single day, showing everyone what it means to be a queen with a very big heart. Life as a royal is full of serious duties, but the Danish royal family also knows how to have fun and go on adventures together. King Frederick and Queen Mary believe it is important to share experiences and create happy memories with their children. They are a very active family and love spending time outdoors. In the winter, they often go on skiing trips. They are all excellent skiers and enjoy racing down the snowy mountains. In the summer, they love to sail on their royal yacht, the Dannebrog, exploring the beautiful Danish coastline and visiting different towns around the country. The family also loves to travel and learn about different cultures. They have taken official trips to many places, including to Queen Mary's home country of Australia, which is always a special visit. Going back to Australia allows the children to connect with their mother's roots and spend time with their Australian relatives. They also take private holidays, giving them a chance to relax and just be a family away from the public eye. These trips are a wonderful way for the children to see the world and broaden their horizons, learning about history and nature firsthand. Sport is a big part of the royal family's life. King Frederick is known for being very athletic. He has completed several marathons and even an Ironman competition, which is an extremely difficult race. He has passed this love of sports on to his children. The family often participates in public running events in Denmark, like the Royal Run, where thousands of people join them to run or walk through different cities. It's a fantastic way for the family to promote a healthy lifestyle and connect with the Danish people in a fun and informal way. Even their adventures at home are special. They might go for a horseback ride in the forests near their summer palace, or take their dogs for a walk on the beach. Queen Mary is a skilled horse rider, a passion she shares with her daughter, Princess Isabella. They enjoy celebrating holidays together, with special traditions like decorating the Christmas tree or painting Easter eggs. These shared moments, both big and small, strengthen their family bond. They show that even a royal family finds the most joy in the simple things, like spending quality time together on a brand new adventure. Queen Mary has become much more than just a royal figure. She is a beloved queen who holds a special place in the hearts of the Danish people. Her journey from an ordinary Australian woman to the Queen of Denmark is a story that continues to inspire everyone. She has shown the world that titles and crowns are not as important as kindness, hard work, and a genuine desire to help others. People admire her not just for her elegance and style, but for her substance and the real positive impact she has on society. she has brought a modern and relatable touch to one of the world's oldest monarchies. Her influence is seen everywhere. Through the Mary Foundation, she has changed the conversation about difficult topics like bullying and loneliness. The anti-bullying programs she championed are now used in many Danish schools and kindergartens, helping to create a safer and kinder environment for thousands of children. By speaking openly about these issues, she has helped remove the stigma and encouraged more people to seek help and support one another. She brings hope to vulnerable communities and shines a light on causes that truly matter, making her a powerful force for good in her country. The people of Denmark love her because she feels like one of them. Even after 2 decades in the country, she still has a touch of her Australian warmth and straightforwardness. She is often seen cycling through the streets of Copenhagen with her children or shopping in local stores. These moments show that she is down to earth and approachable. She has fully embraced Danish culture, mastering the difficult language and traditions, while still being true to herself. This combination of royal grace and relatable humanity is why she is so deeply respected and adored by the public. In conclusion, Queen Mary's legacy is one of compassion, dedication, and joy. She has proven that a modern royal can be both a symbol of a nation's history and a leader for its future. She supports her husband, King Frederick, raises her children with love and strong values, and works tirelessly to make Denmark a better place. From the sunny shores of Australia to the historic palaces of Copenhagen, her incredible journey is a testament to the power of love and purpose. Queen Mary is truly a queen for the people, bringing joy and hope to everyone she meets.